But you should start be getting a really good feel for this platform. Obviously, we've still got a lot of work to do, a lot of things to do, a lot of things to learn. But you know, as long as you just try and keep it very basic to start off with, and then build up from there, you won't really go wrong unless there's a problem within the platform. Which, so far, what I've seen and what I've used it for, I've actually not found any real problems. Okay. So now we're up to the most fun part, I believe, of any sort of business, of any sort of online venture, which is the automation of things. This is where we automate your email sendings based on what they're doing. Okay, if they've opened an email, then you can create something to happen. If they click a link, you can create something to happen. Okay. Now this is a little bit technical, but again, I'm going to keep it at the absolute fundamentals, and later down the line I am probably going to create a whole course just on this area. Okay, so don't be intimidated by what you're about to see, just keep it really simple. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do is head over to automation rules and click on rules. Okay, you can see that you've got your filter area here, and you've got this little information. So we want to create a rule. So click create a rule. And do you remember earlier on I was talking about if that then do this, if light switch equals up, turn light on, if light switch equals down, turn light off. Well, this is really the same thing. When this event happens, do something. Okay, so let's click on the plus sign, and ideally, do you remember how we set up all the tags and everything? Well, we're going to use the tags for this, but you can actually see there's a whole bunch of things, triggers that you can actually click on. So for example, if someone clicks on a link from an email, do something. If someone has visited a certain page on your site, do something. Okay, so there's so much you can do. If someone has subscribed subscribed on a form from one of your blog pages, do something. So there's loads and loads of things we can do. If someone has enrolled, do something. Okay, so right now we're just going to focus on tags because that's what we've created, that's what we're familiar with, but there is a lot to do. So exploring this area is something you're probably going to want to do because they're really cool. So let's do tag added. Okay, so you can see occurs when a tag has been added to the contact. So which tag? And I'm going to do subscriber. Okay, so now when the tag subscriber has been added to the contact, what do we want the system to do for us? Well, let's click. We want the system to send email to specific address, send an email to the contact, subscribe to campaign. We want to subscribe them to a campaign because we want to start the automation process. Okay, we want to send them one email and keep sending them emails down the line. So for example, if someone subscribes to receive a newsletter, well, we want to keep sending them the newsletter sort of thing. But previously we actually set up, do you remember before we set up that welcome campaign in emails and campaigns? Let's just open this up. You can see the welcome. So for this, and because we put a description, I can now remember why I created this campaign, which was new affiliate leads coming into the system, send them a personal welcome. So going back to here, we know that when someone enters this campaign, we are going to send them a welcome email, and then probably after that reviews of the system and all sorts of things, anything until they finally purchase the software, at which point we can set up a new trigger that when they enroll, when they purchase, when we make a sale, move them over to the next list, which is here's how you can use the software, here's what you can do, here's my latest tricks, here's some things for you to try and recruit affiliates. So it's very, very important that we start to understand how this works, which is very simple. Once again, when they do something, do something to them. Okay, so we're going to save this rule, and now we've got our first rule. So the next thing we want to do is set up a workflow. So under automation rules, click on workflows. Okay, click create, and we're going to name this something. So we're going to name this welcome workflow, okay, and click create. Now you can see it's not active yet. We do need to press the activate button once sorted, but let's click edit. And now you can see it opens up this sort of interface, and it's very clean, very simple. You can see you don't really have many options apart from create your first trigger. So what is it we want to do? Well, we know once the tag added, we then want to obviously make it subscriber, so create, and we're going to do a action. Okay, so the action is going to be subscribe to campaign, welcome, create. Okay, so we now know that in this workflow, when the tag subscriber has been added to the contact, we're going to then add that person into a campaign called welcome. Okay, next we're going to do another action, which is, well, once they're in the campaign, it's going to automatically send them an email. Okay, but you know, just for whatever reason, let's do send an email and email 1. Choose and bang. Okay, then what you can do is you can click on the little plus sign again, wait, I don't know, 1 day, so 24 hours, and then click this. And if they've done something, so what's the activity? Actually, no, let's not do activity. Let's do let's do action. Click on this, and you can see once again you've got all sorts of things. You know, where is it? Sorry, just trying to find which one is it. I think it is action. Why is it not showing? Oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that. So you can see that after email 1 has been sent, let's do something else. So let's send another email. You know, let's pretend this is email 2. So it's, and then you can wait another day, email 3, email 4, and that's really all you've actually got to do in order to set up your workflow. So if we click exit and then activate, confirm, you can now see that that's been activated. We've got our rules set up, we've got our workflow set up, and it's really just a matter of starting to play with these options and seeing what's actually capable. Because if you master this area, you're going to be well ahead of the competition, you're going to be super efficient, and that the full automation is going to become in full effect. Okay, you can create as many as you want, or whatever your package that you've gone with Systeme provides. And yeah, so that's the automation rules, and I think I will create a full-blown course all about this, which of course will be given to anyone who uses my links and signs up to my team, my system team. So yeah.